Ladies get heartbroken when they get the information that maybe information like I'm not interested in the relationship anymore. I want relationship to stop, and babe, I don't think we can continue like this. So such information always breaks their heart. So this information keeps them uneasy. It keeps them heartbroken, and sometimes high blood pressure might arise. So when this kind of information comes to them, they find it so difficult to believe that they are into such mess. They find it so difficult to believe that their guys are really acting this way. So they will keep asking themselves, they will keep wondering, why is it like that? Why are things turning out to be so miserable in their lives? Why is it that they are not being acceptable in every relationships they find themselves? These are the questions that will be going through their mind at the moment, and without wasting much time, there is need for a solution to these problems. Now, the only solution you need for this problem is in you. You have the solution to the problem because these problems are coming from you. And the better you solve it, the better you fish it out, the sooner for you, because you don't want to end up being in a relationship 1 year, 2 years, you'll be pushed out of it. How will you get married like that? There is need for you to solve these problems once and for all, for your own good and for the good of the future, because it is very important. The future matters because everything we are doing in this life is for the future. We are not just doing it for doing sake, we are doing it for preparation of the future. So your relationship is preparation of your future, which is the marriage. You enter into a relationship today, you come out of it, something is actually wrong in that relationship. There is something going on that needs to be checked. Is it your attitude? Is it something that you really need to work upon yourself? Or is it coming from your boyfriend? Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I still remain Emmanuel, your motivational speaker, marriage, sex and relationship coach, here on Everyday with Sensor. Please, if you're new to my channel, I want to officially welcome you to Everyday with Sensor. Here we talk about relationship, we talk about marriage, we talk about sex, lifestyle, faith, everything. Lifestyle, whatever you want to talk, as long as it has something to do with relationship, we'll talk about it. So today I want to welcome you officially to my channel, Everyday with Sensor. Please, as you are new to my channel, as you are watching this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, put on your comments on the comment section, and turn on your notification bell. And please watch the video from the beginning to the end. Don't skip any part of the video, because the part you might be skipping might be the part I'll be unleashing vital information about relationship, marriage, and so be it. And for my returning subscribers, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I sincerely appreciate your efforts towards this channel. From me to you, I love you guys. So without wasting much of your time, let's dive into the topic. You are a girl and you have been so much or deeply affected in that relationship. He tells you that he's no longer interested in you. He tells you that he wants a quit. He tells you that you are no longer the kind of girl meant for him. Here are some things that might be the cause of the problem. One, your nagging attitude. You nag a lot as a woman. He doesn't need a woman that nags a lot. He doesn't need a woman that will be telling him what to be doing every point in time. He doesn't need a woman that when he comes back from work, what he gets from you as the woman is nagging, nagging, nagging. Nothing he does is ever right in your sight. Okay? He doesn't want such a woman. You don't want him to hang out with his friends. You don't want him to go have fun with his friends. Whatever he does, it is not accepted by you. You always find means to have issues with him. You always find means, opportunities to have quarrels with him. He doesn't want such a woman. He doesn't want to be in that category of men that is being subdued by their girlfriends. This is one of the problems you are facing in that relationship. Your nagging attitude will never let him go a long way with you in that relationship. So if you're a nagging lady, you nag a lot in your relationship, you should cut down on your nagging attitude for you to experience a better relationship. Because the moment you continue nagging, you keep on nagging, and he is not comfortable with it at all, he's going to terminate the relationship and he's not going to be at lost, because you have also sacrificed a lot in the relationship. You have also put things in place to make sure the relationship keeps moving, but your nagging attitude will not let you be. Your nagging attitude will not for any reason keeps him moving, he will always find a way to push you out of the relationship. So try as much as possible as you can to come out of that nagging attitude of yours, for it will not help you in any relationship. Secondly, as a woman, there are things that you should do such a way that you keep your body very neat and very wanting. See, there is always need for you to look sexy at every point in time. Now, when you meet a man and you can't, for any reason, smell good, you can't for any reason put on good clothes on your body, then what else do you want the man to do? Do you expect him to be going around with someone that smells? Do you expect him to be going around with someone that doesn't know how to look good? Do you expect him to be going around with someone that doesn't know how to put on good clothes? Someone that doesn't know that good dressing is a good business? No man would like to settle down for any woman that lacks such sense when it comes to looking good. See, looking good is a good business in everything we do, be it in the office, be it in relationship, be it in a party, be it wherever it is. Looking good is always a good business. So looking good in a relationship is always a nice thing. You always look sexy before your man. You always give him that appetite that you are the woman meant for him. But when you fail to understand these principles, when you fail to understand that looking good is always good at all time, you don't dress properly, you don't put on good makeups, you don't apply nice perfumes, your face is always looking very bad. Sometimes you act like as if you are old when you are very much young. Sometimes you tie wrapper on your body and be moving around the house when you should be looking sexy for your man, and you expect him to continue that way. Then who is actually the one at fault? You are the one at fault because you have refused to accept that looking good is a good business. Now, men love women that looks nice on their outfit. Men loves women that knows how to use and combine their colors when it comes to dressing. So please, it is your responsibility as a woman to look good, because looking good is a good business. And when you don't look good for your man, then you are calling on him to cut off from you. So try as much as possible at every point in time, at all time, to look good for your man, because it is the best thing that you can do in a relationship. When you look good for him, then you have no other option than to always stick by you. It's a secret that I'm linking to you. Try to always look good for your man, for it is very, very important. The third one is when a woman doesn't know her left and right in the kitchen. If you don't know your left and right in the kitchen, then that guy might even throw you away. Now let's talk about this. Let's really talk about this. See, there are some girls that we are trained in such a way that there are maids that surrounded them when they were still growing up. Like they came from a very influential family. They came from rich and wealthy homes, and they don't know how to cook even when they have grown. I will put this blame upon their parents, especially their moms, because as a Nigerian girl, there is need for you to start bringing your daughter close to the kitchen when she is turning 15 or 20. It is very important. It is very important because if you allow her to be far from the kitchen, she's not going to learn anything. Especially when you leave your school, when you leave your daughter in a boarding school, from primary school to secondary school, then in the university, she lives in the hostel from the beginning to the end of her university career. Then what do you expect? You don't bring her close to the kitchen? How do you expect her to learn how to cook? So I'll put the blame on the parents, especially the moms, when it comes to this, because your daughter is very important. Your daughter, there are things you should teach her that you are not teaching her, especially how to cook, how to be relevant in the kitchen. Because as a Nigerian woman, if you don't know how to cook for your man, you are lacking a lot. In fact, they'll tell you that you lack home training. There was no proper training given to you by your mother at home. So therefore, that home might not be suitable for you. They might ask you to get out and learn, then might come back. So, for instance, in a relationship, you don't know how to cook for your man, then there's a problem. There's a big problem. Because your man will not be eating fast food every day. You'll not be going to the eatery to be getting food every day. There is need for you to bend down and learn how to cook. But if you happen to get a nice guy that knows how to do all these things, he might put you through, or he might even employ a cook, a professional chef, to come put you through. But remember, not all men are ready for this, because they see it as a waste of time. They see it as you grew up without being relevant to your parents, even not relevant to him. So try as much as possible to learn how to cook. Directly, I'm blaming the moms, yes, their mothers, for not letting your daughter to know how to cook. This is very vital. This is a part that should not be forsaken when your daughter is growing. It's a path that should not be forsaken for any reason. You are the mother, and you should put your daughter through when it comes to things concerning the kitchen. When she doesn't know how to do those things, then there is a problem. There is a real problem, because it is really going to affect her drastically in her relationships come her marriage. So let me now advise the mothers: if your daughter doesn't know how to cook, draw her closer and teach her how to cook. Because the moment you start teaching her how to cook, you are brightening her future, you are brightening her marriage, you are teaching her a lot. As a Nigerian mother, there is always need for you to make that effort towards where your daughter is, because it is going to help her a whole lot in the future, and she will always thank you for that. Mothers, hear me right now, it is very important. And girls, always bend down and learn how to cook. For if you don't know how to cook, it will affect you in your relationships, and it might also affect you in your marriage. So learning how to cook is always a good thing. Learning how to cook is the main thing you should achieve from your mother. It is very, very important. So the first one, which is actually going to be our last, is when you are a kind of girl that demands a lot and at the same time extravagant. So these two things they go hand in hand. There are girls that demands a lot, and at the same time they are too extravagant. Like when they demand, the next day they are demanding again. In a situation that you demand, you use it carelessly, and the next time you are demanding from him. See, it keeps the man uneasy. It really keeps him uneasy, and it really keeps him to. It really makes him to keep, trying to reconsider the relationship. You are still dating, for Christ's sakes, and you are always demanding for money almost every day. How do you expect him to cope with that? You demand money for your hair, you demand money for school fees, you demand money for almost everything from him. Do you want to kill him? Huh? Do you want to kill him? You demand almost every day from him. So, have you lost your sanity, or what? Have you forgotten that there is need for you to also have value in that relationship? That's the loss of sanity I'm talking about. Have you forgot that it is not necessary that you must be demanding from him always, often, all times? No. That shouldn't be the way it should be. It shouldn't be the way it should be. There should be limit to everything. There should be limit. So I don't know the reason why girls always think that it is the responsibility of the guys to be always providing, buying for them, forgetting that it is also their responsibility. How many times have you asked yourself these questions? How many times have you spoiled your guy a little? How many times have you spoiled him with gifts? How many times have you spoiled him with money? How many times have you taken him out to spoil him? How many times? He's always the one doing that, right? Have you at time tried to please his heart by doing that at least for once? He shouldn't be the only one doing that. This is a collective task. This is what both of you are doing together. So there is always need when he do such thing, and it should always bother you that he has been trying for you, and it is time for you to show him appreciation. It is time for you to let him understand that you really care about him. So why don't you spend a little on him? At least it will make him to realize that you really value him in that relationship. It will make him to realize that you love him. It will make him to realize that you really care about him. It will make him to realize that he is putting in much effort in you. So don't always expect him to be the one spending on you always. When you expect him to be the one spending always on you, you are also expecting him to drop the relationship. Yes, you are expecting him to terminate the relationship, because the more you are digging, the more you are mining from him, the more he is considering the relationship to be terminated. He might not be complaining, but deep inside of him, he is dying. Deep inside of him, he's trying to please you, but he is not truly comfortable with it. So for how long is this going to continue happening? For how long will you continue to be pushing him away? For how long will you continue to not to understand that you are doing the wrong thing? You are doing the wrong thing, because one day it might turn out the other way around. He might terminate it, and you have nothing to do about it. He needs a woman that is industrious. He needs a woman that understands him just the way. He needs the one that understands how life is. Life is not all about money. Life is not all about buying material things. It is not all about being extravagant on so many things. That is not life. Life is deep. The better you understand it, the better for you. So it's always good to guide your relationship jealously, to set out tools on how to navigate your relationship so it will take you to the next level. So when you do all these things, when you are the type that practices these things I listed, these 4 things I listed on about relationship, then you find out that your man might one day tell you that he is done with you, and you will not take it lightly. You might not accept it because you never expected such news to come. It might give you emotional trauma. It might affect you drastically. It might affect you emotionally, physically, psychologically, and thereabout. So it is not too good for your health. For you not to experience such, try as much as possible to bring yourself time. Try as much as possible to know the things to be doing. Remove all this kind of negative attitudes in you, and please try as much as possible to please your man. Don't always let him be the one to be pleasing you. Please him. At least it will make him to realize that you really care and love him. So guys, I hope you guys really learned something from this video. I hope you guys love the video, and it is educating and captivating as well. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you have not. Every day we send so got your back on everything concerning relationships, marriage, faith, life, sex. I am your coach on this. Don't forget to like, share, and put on your comment on the comment section. Thank you for watching. I still bring peace, love, and progress in everything that you do. I still urge you to always care, love, and respect your spouse in whichever way you can.